Welcome to this episode of The Story. Have you subscribed yet? Chapter 95, Power Consolidation and the Approaching Crisis. Sumu sat cross-legged in front of the spiritual power crystal, fully immersing himself in the comprehension and consolidation of the power from the integration of the eye of the spiritual abyss and natural spiritual power. The mysterious spirit beast quietly guarded aside, as if protecting this crucial cultivation process. The illusory figure, on the other hand, set up layers of spiritual power warning formations around the ruins to prevent sudden attacks from the mysterious force or other unknown dangers. Sumu slowly closed his eyes, and his consciousness sank into the world of the spiritual power within his body. The eye of the spiritual abyss emitted a soft and mysterious light, blending with the natural spiritual power he obtained from the spiritual power crystal. He could feel that during the process of their integration, these two types of spiritual power were giving birth to a new and even more powerful force. The reverse, time spiritual power, spiritual spring spiritual power, and space spiritual power also seemed to be attracted by something and actively participated in this integration process. The 5 types of spiritual power in Sumu's body were like 5 surging rivers, gradually converging into a vast ocean of spiritual power. Sumu carefully guided this integrated force, making it circulate along specific meridians. As the spiritual power circulated, wonderful changes began to occur to Sumu's body. His skin became tougher, shimmering with a faint multicolored light, as if he was wearing a spiritual power armor. His meridians were further widened and strengthened, capable of withstanding more powerful spiritual power impacts. His mental power was also constantly rising, enabling him to more acutely sense the subtle changes in the surrounding spiritual power. During the cultivation process, Sumu continuously adjusted the proportion and rhythm of the spiritual power integration. Sometimes, when the natural spiritual power was too strong and tried to break free from his control, Sumu would use the steady power of the reverse, time spiritual power, to soothe it. At other times, when the power of the eye of the spiritual abyss repelled the other spiritual powers, Sumu would rely on the gentle nature of the spiritual, spring spiritual power to play a mediating role. After several days of arduous cultivation, Sumu finally successfully integrated the eye of the spiritual abyss and natural spiritual power perfectly. He slowly opened his eyes, a bright light flashing in them, which was the confidence and determination after mastering powerful power. Sumu stood up and gently waved his hands. A multicolored light that integrated various spiritual powers shot out from his hands and hit a huge rock in the distance. The rock instantly turned into powder and dissipated in the air, leaving not even a trace of residue. "Senior, I've succeeded," Sumu said excitedly to the illusory figure. A gratified smile appeared on the illusory figure's face. "Good job, Sumu. You've done it. This new power will be the key for us to confront the mysterious force and the unknown power." The mysterious spirit beast looked at Sumu, a hint of approval also showing in its eyes. It circled around Sumu and let out a low growl, as if congratulating Sumu. Sumu gently stroked the head of the mysterious spirit beast and said, "Thank you. We've been relying on your protection during this period." However, just as Sumu successfully consolidated his new power, the atmosphere in the dark stronghold of the mysterious force was extremely oppressive. The leader of the mysterious force sat on the dark throne with a gloomy face, listening to the report from his subordinate. "Chief, the spies we sent to follow Sumu reported that he and that mysterious illusory figure entered a mysterious valley, and then they lost their tracks," said a black-robed subordinate, kneeling on one knee and speaking cautiously. "Useless. You can't even keep an eye on someone." The leader of the mysterious force angrily slapped the armrest and stood up. Sumu entered the mysterious valley at this critical moment. He must be looking for a way to improve his strength. We can't let him succeed. We must take action as soon as possible. At this time, a dark advisor stepped forward and said, "Chief, we've found the key clue to opening the seal of the ancient forbidden area. As we know, opening the seal requires gathering 5 ancient spiritual power artifacts. Currently, we've found 2. As long as we find 3 more, we can lift the seal, use the dark power in the forbidden area, completely eliminate Sumu and his companions, and seize the eye of the spiritual abyss." a greedy light flashed in the eyes of the leader of the mysterious force. Good! Immediately send people to look for the remaining 3 artifacts. At the same time, closely monitor the movements of Sumo and the others. Once they leave the mysterious valley, launch an attack immediately. The Dark Advisor took the order and left, and various branches of the mysterious force began to take action. They dispatched a large number of dark spies to search for the whereabouts of the ancient spiritual power artifacts in every corner of the spirit fantasy realm. At the same time, the mysterious force was secretly gathering strength, preparing to launch a final general attack on Sumu and Linksea Town. In the mysterious valley, Sumu and the illusory figure also felt the approaching crisis. Through the power of the eye of the spiritual abyss, Sumu detected the traces of the mysterious force spies moving around. Senor, it seems that the mysterious force has noticed our actions and is starting to be on guard against us. Moreover, I sense that they are plotting a bigger conspiracy, Sumu said with a solemn expression. The illusory figure nodded slightly. I've noticed it too. It seems we can't stay here any longer. We must return to Linksea Town as soon as possible and discuss countermeasures with everyone. At the same time, we need to be prepared to face the attacks of the mysterious force at any time. Sumu took a deep breath and nodded. He looked at the mysterious spirit beast again and said, "Would you like to come with us? One more power means one more chance of victory." The mysterious spirit beast seemed to understand Sumu's words. It nodded and let out a loud growl. Sumu, the illusory figure, and the mysterious spirit beast left the mysterious valley. On the way back to Linksea Town, Sumu kept thinking about strategies to deal with the mysterious force. He knew very well that since the mysterious force had found the clue to opening the seal of the ancient forbidden area, their actions would surely become more frantic. Senior, we must find a way to stop the mysterious force from gathering the ancient spiritual power artifacts and opening the seal of the ancient forbidden area. But we know nothing about these artifacts. Where should we start? Sumo said, frowning. The illusory figure pondered for a moment and said, "Ancient spiritual power artifacts have always been mysterious. It is said that they are scattered in various hidden corners of the spirit fantasy realm, protected by powerful spiritual power formations or guardian beasts. We can first return to Linksea Town, gather forces from all sides, and jointly search for clues about the artifacts. At the same time, we also need to strengthen the defense of Linksea Town to prevent sudden attacks from the mysterious force." Sumu nodded in agreement. Soon, they returned to Linksea Town. When the people of Linksea Town saw Sumu and the others coming back, they gathered around one after another. Sumu told everyone in detail about their experiences in the mysterious valley and the conspiracy of the mysterious force. After hearing this, everyone's faces became very solemn. The elder of Linksea Town said, "I didn't expect the mysterious force to be so crazy, trying to open the seal of the ancient forbidden area. We must go all out to stop their conspiracy." Sumu looked at everyone and said firmly, "That's right, we can't let them succeed. From now on, we'll divide into several groups. One group will be responsible for collecting clues about the ancient spiritual power artifacts. Another group will strengthen the defense of Linksea Town, and the last group will closely monitor the movements of the mysterious force. Do you all have the confidence?" "Yes." The people of Linksea Town shouted in unison, their voices resounding through the sky, full of firm belief. So, the people of Linksea Town quickly took action. The group collecting clues ran around, communicating and inquiring with various forces in the spirit fantasy realm. The group strengthening the defense worked day and night to arrange various spiritual power defense formations and reinforce the town walls of Linksea Town. The group monitoring the movements disguised themselves and infiltrated the territory of the mysterious force, closely watching their every move. However, the mysterious force was also very quick in their actions. They set off a bloodbath in the spirit fantasy realm. In order to find the ancient spiritual power artifacts, they didn't hesitate to attack some small towns and sects. For a time, the spirit fantasy realm was in turmoil. Can Sumu and the people of Linksea Town find the ancient spiritual power artifacts before the mysterious force and prevent them from opening the seal of the ancient forbidden area? What kind of dangers and challenges will they encounter during this process? An exciting showdown is about to unfold. During the process of collecting clues, Sumu and his companions encountered numerous difficulties. They visited many ancient families and sects, but most people knew very little about the clues of the ancient spiritual power artifacts. Some places even avoided them for fear of revenge from the mysterious force. But Sumu didn't give up. With his wisdom and courage, he finally learned some news about the artifacts from an old hermit in a remote town. The old man told them that in the extreme cold land of the spirit fantasy realm, there was a mysterious mountain covered with ice and snow. It was said that one of the ancient spiritual power artifacts, the Ice Spirit Holy Staff, was hidden there. However, the mountain was protected by a powerful ice, snow spiritual power formation, and there was also a powerful ice spirit guardian beast guarding it. It was extremely difficult to obtain the artifact. Sumu brought this news back to Linksy Town. After discussion, everyone decided to send an elite team to the extreme cold land to search for the Ice Spirit Holy Staff. Sumu, the illusory figure, and the mysterious spirit beast were naturally the core forces of the team. In addition, several elders of Linksy Town and some powerful cultivators also joined. After getting everything ready, the team set off on the journey to the extreme cold land. Along the way, they were attacked several times by the dark assassins sent by the mysterious force. These dark assassins hid in the dark and launched sudden raids from time to time, causing a lot of trouble to the team. During one attack, under the cover of night, the dark assassins emerged like ghosts from all directions. They held sharp blades and pounced towards the team members. Sumu reacted quickly and used the Spiritual Abyss Reverse Time Shield. A multicolored light shining shield instantly protected the team members. The blades of the Dark Assassins hacked at the shield, splashing sparks, but they couldn't break through the shield's defense. The illusory figure then used the Spiritual Fantasy Phantom Blade. Countless spiritual power blades shot out from his hands and flew towards the Dark Assassins. The Dark Assassins dodged one after another, but many of them were still hit by the blades and fell to the ground injured. The mysterious spirit beast also let out a roar and spat out a purple flame, engulfing the surrounding Dark Assassins. After a fierce battle, the team successfully repelled the Dark Assassins. But Sumu knew that this was just a test by the mysterious force, and greater dangers awaited them ahead. As the team gradually approached the extreme cold land, the temperature became lower and lower, and the surrounding environment became more and more harsh. The wind howled, and heavy snow fell in large flakes. Every step was extremely difficult, but the team members showed no sign of retreat. They supported each other and continued to move forward. Finally, they came to the foot of the mysterious mountain covered with ice and snow. The mountain towered into the clouds, and its peak was shrouded in thick ice, snow mist, exuding a mysterious and powerful spiritual power aura. Sumu could feel that the Ice Spirit Holy Staff was somewhere on this mountain, but the powerful ice, snow spiritual, power formation, and the ice, spirit guardian beast were two obstacles they had to overcome. Everyone, be careful. This formation and the guardian beast are not simple. Let's observe first and look for the flaws in the formation, Sumu said. Everyone nodded and cautiously approached the mountain, starting to observe the ice, snow, spiritual power formation. This ice, snow, spiritual power formation was extremely complex, woven by countless ice, snow, spiritual power lines, forming a huge barrier that tightly protected the mountain. Sumu circulated the reverse: time spiritual power, spiritual, spring spiritual power, and the power of the eye of the spiritual abyss, trying to see through the mystery of the formation. Under the effect of the power of the eye of the spiritual abyss, Sumu found that there was a spiritual power node at the core of the formation. As long as this node was destroyed, the formation would fail. However, the node was surrounded by powerful ice, snow spiritual power, and it was not easy to get close to it. Senior, I've found a flaw in the formation, but to approach the core node, we must first break through the ice, snow spiritual power defense around it, Sumu said to the illusory figure. The illusory figure nodded and said, I'll draw the attention of the guardian beast, and you take the opportunity to approach the node. Everyone cooperate and try to break the formation as soon as possible. With that, the illusory figure used the spiritual fantasy sky attraction. A powerful spiritual power beam shot up into the sky, attracting the attention of the ice spirit guardian beast. The ice spirit guardian beast let out a roar and rushed down from the mountain peak, pouncing towards the illusory figure. The Ice Spirit Guardian Beast was huge, its whole body covered with crystal clear ice armor. Its eyes shone with blue light, exuding a terrifying chill. It opened its big mouth, and a huge ice prism shot towards the illusory figure. The illusory figure quickly used the spiritual fantasy space leap to dodge the attack of the ice prism. Taking advantage of the moment when the Ice Spirit Guardian Beast was attacking the illusory figure, Sumu used the spiritual abyss space teleportation and instantly appeared near the core node of the formation. He circulated all the spiritual power in his body and used the spiritual abyss myriad phenomena break, ice, breaking strike. A spiritual power impact containing powerful formation, breaking power blasted towards the node. However, the ice, snow, spiritual power defense around the node was extremely solid. Sumu's attack only left a slight crack in the defense. The Ice Spirit Guardian Beast noticed Sumu's actions, gave up the attack on the illusory figure, and turned to pounce towards Sumu. Can Sumu successfully destroy the formation node and obtain the Ice Spirit Holy Staff under the attack of the Ice Spirit Guardian Beast? How will the team members deal with the crazy attack of the Ice Spirit Guardian Beast? Everything is full of suspense, making people's hearts tighten. The story continues. More exciting content is coming up. Subscribe as soon as possible.